Oh. What's going on here? Yeah, that was just in time, that one, wasn't it?
Good morning, we're back at the farm, and today, well, I'm kind of secretly hoping that we don't have any more arrivals. You haven't had babies yet? You're not priority. These guys are such funny little characters. I've never really seen a Southdown lamb because all of ours were, well, a few months old by the time we bought them. But they got these little eyebrows, which are very sophisticated, like little old men eyebrows, and little fluffy ears and fluffy tail. Well, I'll tell you what, this makes a nice change, doesn't it? Look at the grass is actually growing. Well, it was until it froze overnight. But for the lambs to come out here in the next day or so, it's not locked, but it's green and it's clean. Yesterday's water, but a bit icy. Oh, Jeffrey. Jeffrey. Come here, buddy. Alright, that's the brambles off him. You definitely need a haircut, Jeffrey. Let me see your eyes. I've got nothing for you today. I haven't got anything for you. Stop following me. There's more to do. There's always more to do. Oh, I fed the cat. Oh. Margot. Oh, who's laying down here? You happy? You're the easiest of the lot. What's the bet I can make to the kitchen without dropping these? I will actually start on my jobs in a minute. But first up, an important addition to the farm. No. What did I bring yesterday? Coffee machine. What didn't I bring? Coffee beans. There must be enough in there. It's going to come out like water. Just about to leave to go to the shops. Looks like we're off again.
Oh. What's going on here? Yeah, that was just in time, that one, wasn't it? Didn't even think that was. Didn't even think you were close.
Now, if you caught our recent video on lambing, then you'll probably spot that the pens seem to have reverted back to how we started. That isn't the case. I just simply found a whole day or two of footage that I forgot to even put into any videos. So we've just kind of rewound a little bit. We are about a third of the way through lambing. There's still plenty to go, but this is kind of the 2 days that you might have missed. We'll get through these 2 days and then we'll be back on track. just about to pop out to get some plumbing supplies. And I think we've got one, if not two, just about to pop. We've got Craig here as well, so I can get a bit of camera footage as we go. Bring you along for the ride. Big one. There you go, darling. Another girl. That's crazy. That is. I swear we're about 80% used so far. You lamb. Bit small for a big fluff ball like that. So this is a first timer. She's expecting twins. We watched her for about 30-40 minutes, but nothing was really progressing. She just hasn't dilated and she's just really tight. So we actually had to put the cameras down. You missed the first one. It took a while to get her out, and it was just really touch and go whether she was going to prolapse, because it was just super tight back there. So in the end, we got it out, and then this is the second one coming through. Fortunately, both lambs were fine, but it is worth making a note just to keep an eye on this ewe for next year, because that wouldn't have been straightforward had she been left to herself or left outside. Thanks. Another girl! It's insane. There you go. We'll remember for next year that you're a bit tight back there. Turn my back for 2 minutes trying to get the hot water commissioned in the cabin, and I'm missing it all. So these twins, which took a little bit of tugging to get out, that big boy, she was just so tight. Luckily there was no prolapse or nothing going wrong. She's still nasty. That's one of the first ones to lamb, and she just hasn't bonded to one of her lambs, which is, she lets it feed, but anyway. And then 20 minutes before that set of twins, this ewe on the end had a single. I think we were expecting, oh, don't stand on him, careful. So she's had that big, oh no, it's a big ewe lamb, I think. And I've just come out to check on them and spotted this one, which is a tiny little lamb, but again, she's a green, so there's another one to come out. Oh, they're just like professional feeders. Come on, up here ahead. Now, after half an hour and no progress, we decided we'd better check what was going on. Now, remember, we're only really filming the ones that we're having to help with. A lot of these, well, majority of them, we haven't had to do anything. We just turn our back and there's another set of twins. So this one wasn't quite progressing as quick as it should. After the first lamb, there was nothing for about half an hour. So we decided to check, and it was good that we did, because you can see this one has been in there a little while. But then I kind of got the sneaky feeling that it might not just be two. Remember, none of ours scanned as triplets, but we were already aware that there might be some surprises. So therefore, it was lucky that we checked again, because there were three. But we decided to try something a little bit different this time, because we had that single that had just been born. Right, so bit of a bizarre change of plan. This one was scanned as a twin. Earlier one was scanned as a twin. She actually had triplets. There was all sorts of legs going on. I'm glad it wasn't just me getting things wrong. There were two coming at the same time.
we've taken one out of her and just put it straight into the pen with the single, and no one's realised. And looking at this ewe now,
Oh, it's over there, Daddy.
I didn't
Beside you.
rub the lambs together or anything, just threw it straight in there. And as long as we leave her alone.
That one can't get up.
Right, this lamb was pretty much lifeless. Overnight I gave it a jab, or this morning I gave it a jab of, don't jump out, antibiotics. It's got watery mouth, a bit like the one that died. Really lifeless. So it's had a jab. I bottled, fed it last night, didn't really take anything, couldn't find the other tube, stomach tube, but I found a spare in the kit bag. So we've just tubed it and given it a rehydrant gel. So fingers crossed, it'll pull through. It pulls through. So this is our girl who had triplets. Actually, she had two quite small ones. That's a normal size on the left. The right hand one is probably similar size to the one that we've just popped in here. So I don't think there's a true runt.
The rest of the day continued in the same fashion with a few more arrivals, a bit more pen juggling, and finally a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel. I think we can see that we're heading in the right direction. These pens are really small, but we're moving them into the nursery pen beyond that after a day or two. As soon as they're bonded, they're out.
It's about 11 PM doing the checks. And one of them has taken a turn. I'm not sure. Stupidly I didn't mark it. I think it's the one I took in earlier. So I brought her over here just to keep her warm. See if we can perk her up a bit, but I think we're out of options here. So she's had antibiotics, rehydration, gel, tube, but I think it's just too far gone. So this is watery mouth again, same as the first one. Perhaps if we lambed outside, less chance of infection, but one of the problems I'm guessing is simply because we couldn't vaccinate. And I wonder if this has happened to others around the place, because having that shortage of the vaccine, which you normally would be giving to the ewes, 6 weeks ahead of lambing, that would have given the immunity against this sort of thing. Whether it covers the E. coli or the sort of bacterial infection that this one's suffering from, I don't know. But these sort of really early on issues that they can have are often covered by the immunity from the mums. And if the mums' vaccinations are not up to date, then the lambs don't benefit from that, and that vaccine is out of our hands because it's just not available. So yeah, I'm not sure if that is related, if the Heptavac would have helped this. And I know others that I've spoken to have lost quite a lot of lambs this year. But maybe it is just the hygiene, keeping on top of that, spreading between lambs or anything like that, or dirty litter, changing out between, the pens between lambing. Don't know. Alright. You okay? Okay. She just took her last breath, didn't she? That's half an hour on. Not quite sure I was expecting this. She's still alive. She's kind of come back to life, and she's got her eyes open now. Lazarus going on here. Maybe it's just the heat lamp giving me a false sense of hope. But I've made up some rehydration gel, some warm milk. Figured if I tubed her, kept her under the lamp, maybe, just maybe, you get her through the night. What? I've just... Unbelievable. I was expecting to find her gone. She's like the comeback kid. Please don't give me all this false sense of hope. She's even making a noise now. Looks more like a sunrise on the camera, but it is a full moon. Anyway, thanks for watching, take care, and we'll see you in the next episode of Stay Awake with Tim.